Oh, hey guys, welcome back to hey guys. I'm Drew Harrison. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Drew's Day Tuesday. I hope you're staying cool out there. It is hot everywhere. We got a great show for you. We got a This Week in Comedy presented by Comedian Discovery. We got TV and movie updates on What You Watchin'. And we got a fresh new top 5 for you where we're talking breakfast dishes. What do you say? I hate flying, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not scared to say it anymore. I used to be scared to say it, but I'm not scared to say it anymore. I hate flying. I hate it. And the news out there ain't making it much easier to get over that hatred either, because there was a flight from Charlotte to Philadelphia, and there was a biting incident. They don't know if this passenger was having hallucinations, having a medical emergency. I haven't seen a bit of follow-up on it, but he or she, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of information out there. I feel like they're trying to sweep it under the rug a little bit. But bit another passenger, and then a bunch of other passengers had to subdue them till they got on the ground. And then you see so many incidents of people opening the emergency door mid-flight. Like, are you kidding me? No. My carry-on's about to be a parachute, all right, from here on out. They lost a giraffe in Texas. Gracie the giraffe, she was gone for 2 weeks. They had helicopters up in the air. How do you lose a giraffe? How do you lose a giraffe? I love the theory that the Scotland fans stole the giraffe. Like, they had so much fun in Texas. They saw a giraffe just walking by, and they're like, well, obviously this is our giraffe now. I mean, Mexico has a duck. Why can't we have a giraffe? She got out of her enclosure near San Antonio, and she came back. They found her 2 weeks later, and they said she came back happier and fatter than ever. So I don't understand why the doctor tells me I need to go outside to lose weight. Gracie got an adventure and gained weight, so I'm going to make sure to bring that up at my next doctor's appointment. Jake Paul, the next NFL star. My man wants to be a slot receiver in the NFL now that his boxing career's over, because he's got a bunch of metal plates in his jaw, and I don't think any commission is going to let you box again. But he says he knows he can't just jump straight to the Browns or the Cowboys. Those are the two teams he wants to play for, and I feel like him and the Browns deserve each other. But he knows that he can't just jump straight there, so he's going to do a year in college. He says he's going to walk on at the Stanford football team. Now, I'm not questioning my man's grades, all right? He could be a genius for all I know. But I know Stanford's pretty strict, and they're notorious for not lowering their standards for anybody. So, be real interesting. See if he gets into Stanford and continues his football career. You know a plan's set for failure when even Antonio Brown thinks it's a bad idea. Waymo getaway driver? A hot yoga studio in San Francisco got robbed. Don't know why people picked that target, but they stole a bunch of athleisure wear and got away in a Waymo, thus fueling more controversy for the self-driving car company. You know, they drove a car straight into a flood one time. They've been blocking emergency vehicles. They were in an active shootout. So it's nice to see robbery has been added to the list. But I don't feel like we should lose it yet. It was a yoga studio. All right, pump the brakes. Like, let's wait till they move up to bank robbery. All right. Alan Jackson, the legend. God, I love Alan Jackson. He played his final concert at Nissan Stadium. He's shutting it down to focus on his health. He was diagnosed with Charcot-Marie tooth disease. He's been battling that since 2011. My bad if I said that wrong. I did my best. George Strait, Luke Combs, Eric Church, Miranda Lambert, Keith Urban, so many more played tribute. He said it felt like he was watching the beginning of the concert from heaven. So, well, I say that is a compliment to how good the concert is. But like I said, we got a great show for you. Up next, we got What You Watchin'. Let's get into some TV and movie news. Elizabeth Banks is Miss Frizzle. I can see it. Legendary Entertainment is in talks of bringing the Magic School Bus franchise to life, and they have Elizabeth Banks tapped as the leading lady that the whole story revolves around. And, you know, she's done a lot of work behind the camera, too. So, you know, producing, directing, she might get the whole shebang. And it'll complete the trifecta, too, you know, the books to TV to movie. It all makes sense. A lot of Batman's coming out. We got a new R-rated adaptation coming soon, Batman Nightfall. The trailer just dropped, so go check that out if you're a Caped Crusader fan. It's going to be a trilogy. It's going to be an animated movie trilogy, a little darker, a lot more graphic. So I'm excited about that. They also have an Absolute Batman in the works, and that's, if you're a fan of that series, that's a whole other ball game. I saw pictures of Absolute Joker, and wow, whole nother world than what I'm used to in the Batman universe. And July 31st on Prime, Season 2 of Batman Caped Crusader comes back out. And it's got the producer from the original Batman animated series from the 90s. So it's got a cool 90s/50s vibe, where Batman's got all the technology in the world, but they got old school cars, and they still got the suits and hats and everything. So it's fun. I love the Batman the animated series, so I don't have a Prime membership, but I got to find some way to find a way to watch the Caped Crusader. And we're also getting a Rick Rubin produced Jay-Z docuseries. The 99 Problems duo teams up for an 8-parter that's going to hit HBO. So I'm excited about that. It's one of those, you hear from people, is Jay-Z a good guy? Is a bad guy? It's weird how you feel about him. So I'm excited about this docuseries. This Week in Comedy Time, presented by Josiah at Comedian Discovery. Go check him out on Instagram, YouTube, all the social media. He's got some bangers for us to go around. Starting off on the 16th, Danish Mike Bull dropped Free Danish. It was filmed at Zany's in Chicago. It's got a real awesome look to it. I love he hits you right away. He's like, if this doesn't go well, I have to get a job. That is every comedian's worst nightmare. And hopefully he'll get to be the man that he wants to be, and he gets to ruin his kid's life when he dies, So good for him. He's got goals and ambitions. On the 18th, Dan Mintz dropped a special on YouTube. It's a fun one. It is animated. The whole thing is animated. We love Dan Mintz from Tina at Bob's Burgers, so that's awesome. He's telling jokes in full animated garb. Just a cool, fun, fresh idea out there. I love it. He does real fun one-liners and real quip observations and, beautiful use of misdirection here. So if you're looking for something new and different, go check out Dan Mintz on YouTube. Real fun stand-up from Tina. On the 23rd, Ryan Hamilton dropped his special on Netflix, This Just Hit Me. He's putting off some real Martin Short vibes, and I am here for it. He's right. We're all just trying to be social media stars out here, whether we actually want to be social media stars or if we're just a dentist. It's got a great joke about a fun interaction with another Ryan Hamilton, and I feel you, man. There's a Drew Harrison that is into music, and he always tops me on the Google searches, and that just grinds my gears. So I hope I get to meet him one day and tell him. But do what you will, take our advice or not, but I will give you the fact he had an applause break only 4.5 minutes into it. So do with that what you will. Ryan Hamilton on the Netflix. And rounding us out this go around, Sally Ann Hall also dropped her Dead Wife Pretty special through Comedy Dynamics, produced by Rhizome Comedy. You can check it out on Apple TV or Prime. Sally Ann is awesome. I met her at the Cape Fear Comedy Festival almost a decade ago, and that is depressing. She's got some great skits and clips on there. It's real fun to see her go from the theater life to the comedy life, and then she intertwines all that, talking about being recently married and how her and her husband came to be. And it's just a really great, relatable special. So go check it out. And that is This Week in Comedy, presented by Comedian Discovery. Go check him out on Instagram, YouTube, all the good stuff. You just might find your next favorite comedian. Oh man, your boy loves breakfast. Whether it's first thing in the morning or a little brunch after you sleep in or even breakfast for dinner. I love a good Brenner. So let's do top 5 breakfast dishes. What's your go-to breakfast order? How do you take your coffee? Or are you an OJ person? How do you like your scrambled eggs? I like a good hard scramble. I don't like any of that yolk stuff, The main question is, what is your Waffle House order? That's the Southern Zodiac sign, is how you take your hash browns. I'm a smothered, covered, and topped kind of guy myself, so that means I'm more into the summer solstice. But let's get into our countdown. A couple honorable mentions, because I told you, your boy loves breakfast. First up, it's a good cup of coffee and some pastries. A good cheese Danish. Love a cinnamon roll. My grandparents used to take me to McDonald's on Fridays for on the way to school, special treat. Like, you survived the week? It wasn't every Friday, okay? It was most Fridays. But I would get the massive cinnamon roll that McDonald's used to sell. And that was a great start to the day, hyping me up on sugar, getting me out. They should just let us hit the playground first, let us hit the playground, go do some learning, hit the playground again, finish out the day. And another honorable mention is just a big old bowl of cereal. You know what I'm talking about? Like some Frosted Flakes and Saturday morning cartoons. Or some Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Sports Center. Like, what a great way to start your day. At number 5, it is your standard breakfast platter. A nice Grand Slam from Denny's, a sampler from IHOP. But I'm from the South, and like I said earlier, I will defer to the all-knowing Waffle House, and I will hit you with the All-Star. But whatever it is, you get your eggs the way you want it. You get a breakfast meat or two, depending on what establishment you're at. You got your hash browns, your home fries, your grits. Then you get a toast, a biscuit, French toast, pancakes, waffles, the whole shebang. At number 4, it is breakfast burritos / tacos. Good with either or. There's this Mexican restaurant inside of Mini Mart here in Nashville. It's literally called Mini Mart. And they had the best breakfast tacos I've ever had in my life. A delightful start to any day. Some good old Mexican food. Some scrambled eggs, a little sausage, chorizo, little salsa. And a nice little flour tortilla, a little cheese, a little sour cream. I'm getting hungry thinking about it. I still don't know why Taco Bell didn't knock this out of the park. Like, you tried to give us a weird, breakfast crunch wrap and, the waffle taco, but, why didn't you just do really good breakfast burritos and tacos? Number 3 is the old bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit or bagel. Love a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Love it. But I'm from the South, and my reputation's on the line. So we're going to go biscuit. If sausage, egg, and cheese is your jam, I understand. A good fried chicken goes a long way here. A good just egg and cheese biscuit some days hits the spot, So whatever is your choice, you got all the options for bagels, biscuits. Just a handheld biscuit sandwich is just the way to go. A good gas station sausage. If you trust that gas station, come on. At number 2, it is chicken and waffles. Whoever thought about putting some delicious fried chicken with just a beautiful, silky waffle? Thank you. I appreciate you. It's the perfect dynamic duo for breakfast. And I'm not really picky on my chicken choice. We can do wings, we can do tendies, we can do a big old piece of chicken, Nice little fried thigh and breast combo. Sky's the limit here. My grandfather had this old school waffle iron too that we were worried it was going to catch on fire sometimes, but it put out the best waffles. A little cast iron, had all that seasoning over the years. Give me a break. And at number 1, the only breakfast dish I'm choosing over chicken and waffles. Look at me. Body by biscuits and gravy. It's the ultimate breakfast dish. You got the soft, flaky biscuit. You got the creamy sausage gravy that's super heavy and we shouldn't eat in the morning, but we do, and we love it. I mean, it's better than oatmeal, right? It's actually flavor in your mush instead of apples and cinnamon. My goodness, Biscuit Head in Asheville, North Carolina. They used to do, I don't know if they still do it. I haven't been able to go in a long time, but at one point, if they still don't, they used to have a biscuit flight. You could just get a couple of biscuits and they'd hit you with the red eye gravy, the sausage gravy, cheese gravy. Come on. So when you're doing some hard labor or you just for no reason need a heavy breakfast in the morning, hit you some biscuits and gravy and you'll be moving a little bit slower the rest of the day, but it'll be worth it. Definitely gonna have to walk this one off. That's my top 5 breakfast dishes. Let me know in the comments what you love eating for breakfast, what your go-to is. There's no wrong answers here. We're all just hanging out, having fun, talking it out. It's sports time. The NFL is nixing the supplemental draft. Brandon Sorsby not getting drafted this year. He'll have to wait till 2027. And that's good. I think it's great. Let's see if he can stay out of trouble for the next year. I think that's perfect. Even the Canadian Football League was like, nah, which doesn't surprise me. Canada does not like criminals. They don't. I personally have a criminal record, and I don't think Canada wants me at all. So it is what it is. The Falcons make Kyle Pitts the third highest paid tight end in the league, giving him a 3-year, $54 million contract extension, $36 million guaranteed. Got a lot of hockey news for you. We had the draft. The Maple Leafs select Gavin McKenna number 1. You remember he got in that little scuffle where he was out drinking with his mom, and somebody said something that they shouldn't have said, and he let them know they shouldn't have said it. I personally think that made his stock go up a little bit, but hey, we can see how he can help Austin Matthews try to turn the Maple Leafs around. Penguins picked up identical twins, Liam and Marcus Ruck. Selected one in the first round, one in the second round. You know that one twin that got drafted in the first round is never going to let his other twin live that down. The Sharks just made history. They drafted the tallest player ever drafted, 7'1", 7'1" prospect, Alexander Kamenov. Is headed to San Jose. I hope he makes it to the league, but I hope he's not another Chara, man. Like where everyone tries to fight the dude and just no one can win. Like 7'1", that's brutal. How do you even pull his shirt over his head to get the shots in? I don't know. My beloved Canes trade for the rights to defenseman John Carlson with Anaheim. Gave away a couple prospects, and it's crazy. My man's not even under contract, and they're like, we'll trade for him in hopes that he signs with us. Only Stanley Cup winners can pull that off. Anaheim also sent McTavish to the Blues for 2 first-round draft picks. The Mets fire their manager, Carlos Mendoza, gone. They started 34-47 with him having one of the highest payrolls in all of baseball. So we'll see. I think they let in an inside-the-park home run last night, so I don't feel like things are turning around for them. Like the Phillies got rid of their manager, and they turned it around. I don't see that juju working for New York. Look, New York, y'all are taking a lot of dubs right now. You got a government that's actually trying to work for you. You got an NBA championship. Your Mets are going to suck for a little bit. All right, it is. I don't make the rules. Schwarber, the first to 30 home runs. He actually is the fastest in Phillies franchise history to get to 30 home runs. So that's cool, I guess. I hate the Phillies. God, I hate the Phillies. Don't you? Don't you just hate the Phillies? We got some more Mizrachi watch. My man hit 105.5 on the radar gun. That's the fastest on record for a starting pitcher. That's insanity. He's also the ERA leader as well. What? If I'm the Brewers, I'm trying to figure out how I play him every night. World Cup is on fire. I've been loving every second of it. The group stage was great. Francis Dembele joined the hat-trick club against Norway right there at the end. And then Belgium figured it out. They won their division. They rout New Zealand. And then on the other side of that, Uruguay didn't proceed to the round of 32, so they actually had their private jet canceled. And they all have to fly commercial back. Private jets for winners, bro. But the round of 32 has not disappointed yet. Canada beating South Africa. Brazil coming back against Japan. We thought Brazil, one of the favorites, was goners there for a second. And then to round it out, we had 2 beautiful penalty kick games with Paraguay stunning Germany. And then Morocco just 1-2 in the Netherlands. It was insanity. I loved every second of it. If you're not watching the World Cup, you're missing out. Some more key round of 32 matchups. Of course, the USA plays Bosnia and Herzegovina. Portugal against Croatia. That should be fun. England got to deal with the Congo. Hey, they're not going away quietly, that's for sure. And Argentina takes on their 40-year-old goalkeeper and Cape Verde. So I'm excited about it. It's only getting better. And see who is the winner of the World Cup here before too long. Got some NBA news for you. The Lakers giving Reeves a 4-year, $185 million extension. A lot of people don't know if that means the King's on his way out of L.A. They're pairing Reeves with Doncic for the foreseeable future, it seems like. And then a trade that got a lot of fans upset. Hornets getting rid of LaMelo Ball, sending him to Minnesota for Naz Reid and a bunch of pick swaps. I don't even understand pick swaps. Like, if I have the better pick, I get your... I don't know. Hornets also sent mainstay Bridges to Phoenix. So cleaning house, building around Con Knipple. We'll see how it pans out. Usually doesn't work out for the Hornets, so we'll see. Golden State securing 40-year-old Al Horford for another 2 years, also bringing back Porzingis for another 2 years, and word on the street is they're actively trying to lure Mr. King James himself to Golden State to finish out his career with Steph and company, Draymond declining his option. They say they're going to try to figure out how to get AD over there too, so have a nice retirement home in Golden State, but it'd be fun to watch if they can stay healthy. Good news, if they can stay healthy. And in the weird news of the week, Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto. Seems like Toronto is working with the Clippers to get him back to where he won an NBA championship. But my recollection is he didn't want to be there and left as soon as he could. So why would he go back? Interesting. Very interesting. Memphis Grizz and Ja Morant drama finally over with Ja going to Portland for Grant and Murray. So Memphis getting a fresh start, Ja getting a fresh start in Portland. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Memphis got a new kid in town anyway. They got Cameron Boozer coming in with that third pick. The Wizards going after AJ DeBonsa from BYU first. Darren Peterson from Kansas going second to Utah. And good old Tar Heel Caleb Wilson going to Chicago fourth. So a lot of moving and shaking in the NBA. We'll see how it all settles out. See how crazy next season is, because this past one was a doozy. It was great. So that bar has been raised to NBA. And that's our show for this week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great Drew's Day Tuesday. And remember, just be nice out there. We're all weird. It's way more fun when we're weird together. We'll see you next time.